The University of North Georgia proudly welcomes our graduates and guests. Please take your seat and turn your attention to the video boards as we begin your commencement ceremony.
Leadership is fueled by vision and passion. Leadership is service with empathy, creativity, and integrity. Leadership is seeking continuous improvement for yourself and your community. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders. Today, UNG is a leading regional university that serves students across 5 campuses and online, with educational pathways ranging from associate degrees to doctoral programs. And as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the nation, UNG holds designations as a state leadership institution and as the Military College of Georgia. UNG's national reputation and student profile are growing stronger each year, and we remain focused on student success and academic excellence at all levels. Across UNG, our incredible faculty and staff are scholars and mentors who inspire service, inquiry, and creativity. And resume-building experiences help each student fulfill their potential. We know the value of determination and teamwork in and out of the classroom, and this spirit pushes our students to excel on the field, serve our communities, and explore the world. When the day is done, the real measure of our success lies in who our graduates become. Outstanding leaders for a diverse and global society. The University of North Georgia.
Please rise, if you can, for the processional.
Please be seated. It is my honor as president of the University of North Georgia to welcome you to the Summer 2021 Commencement Ceremony. On behalf of the entire university community, I extend warm and sincere congratulations to each of these fine scholars and to their families and friends who are with us today. This is a day of celebration for our graduates and also for our university, and our hopes and our dreams are certainly with you today. As we begin our ceremony, please join me in thanking Dr. Chuck Robertson, Faculty Marshal, and Dr. Joe Chapman for the inspiring processional. I would indeed be remiss if I did not recognize all the mothers, fathers, wives, partners, children, grandparents, and other relatives and friends who stood behind our students and assisted them throughout their college careers. Thank you. Thank you for supporting our students. Students, today is a wonderful day. Here you are donned in academic regalia whose design dates back to the Middle Ages and symbolize your achievement and your commitment to higher education. The right to wear these robes is an honor that must be earned, and indeed, you have earned that right. We are here today to honor you with the richest tradition in the academic community, a commencement ceremony, celebrating the completion of your degree and the beginning of your professional lives. As you know, UNG holds a special designation within the University System of Georgia as a state leadership institution. As such, UNG has a strong reputation for producing civic, professional, and military leaders, and our graduates are known as individuals committed to high personal integrity, civic engagement and community service, and academic excellence. I congratulate you for those values. I trust that the foundation you receive through UNG will be a catalyst to your future success, and that as graduates of UNG, you will add value and meaning to many lives of those around you. Congratulations, congratulations on this milestone in your life. I invite Ms. Tegan Smith to lead us in singing the National Anthem. Will you please stand if you are able?
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright
Please be seated. It is my honor as Provost to join President Jacobs in welcoming you to today's ceremony. President Jacobs noted that UNG is a state leadership institution, and we are committed to that role and using our institutional values of excellence, student focus, integrity, engagement, and service to help our students graduate as leaders with character. Leadership expert Tim Elmore describes leadership like an iceberg. The 10% that you see above the water is your skill. The 90% below the water level is your character, the sum of your self-discipline, your core values, your sense of identity, and how you express yourself. As a UNG graduate, you have the knowledge, the skills, and the character to solve challenging problems. You have learned the value of teamwork, perseverance, and leadership. Our mission calls us to prepare students to be leaders in a diverse and global society. As such, you have been exposed to multiple and often competing perspectives in an environment that is welcoming, inclusive, and respectful of all individuals. As the university's Chief Academic Officer, I recognize the important role of our faculty in helping you to identify and develop your potential and to prepare you for leadership wherever life takes you. I commend our faculty for their commitment to our students' personal and professional development and their leadership and their dedication to their disciplines. I invite all the members of the faculty, including those on the platform, to please stand so that we can recognize you. Please. Thank you. Thank you all. Before we continue with the program, please allow me to introduce the remaining members of our platform party. Would you all stand as I call your name? Dr. Mac McConnell, Senior Vice President for Business and Finance. Dr. Richard Oates, Senior Vice President for Gainesville Campus. Dr. James Keneally, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Mr. Jeff Tarnowski, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Kate Main, Vice President of University Relations and Chief of Staff. Dr. Carol Adams, Dean of University College. Dr. John Leba, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics. Dr. Jeff Turk, Dean of the Institute for Environmental and Spatial Analysis. Dr. Brian Corrigan, Professor of English and the reader for today's ceremony. Dr. Carolyn DeSandri, Dean of the College of Health Sciences and Professions. Dr. Sherry Hardy, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Mary Gowan, Dean of the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Dr. Christopher Jesperson, Dean of the College of Arts and Letters. Colonel Brian Kirk, Professor of Military Science. And Ms. Wendy Hughley, Director of Alumni Relations and Annual Giving. Thank you, and please be seated. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Wayne Clough, who served as president of the Georgia Institute of Technology from 1994 to 2008 and as secretary of the Smithsonian Institution from 2008 to 2014. A native of Douglas, Georgia, Dr. Clough earned bachelor's and master's degrees in civil engineering from the University of California, Berkeley. He has taught at Duke University, Stanford University, and Virginia Tech, and he served as vice president at the University of Washington. During Dr. Clough's tenure as president, Georgia Tech's national rankings rose into the top 10 among public universities, and funding for external research more than doubled. He also established the G. Wayne Clough Georgia Tech Promise Scholarship to enable financially disadvantaged students to graduate without accruing debt. As secretary of the Smithsonian Institute, Dr. Clough led the world's largest research and museum complex. During his tenure, the Smithsonian Institute raised more than $1 billion in support of endowed positions for museum curators, scholarships and fellowships, and funding for new buildings and exhibitions. He also presided over more than $1 billion in renovations and new construction, including the new National Museum of African American History and Culture. Dr. Clough has earned distinction through numerous professional and academic organizations, including Lifetime Achievement Awards from the University System of Georgia and the Georgia Society of Professional Engineers. Already an author of 3 books, his 4th book is set for release in September. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Wayne Clough to UNG.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Dr. Jill, for that wonderful introduction. It's really wonderful to be here on this campus. It's a beautiful campus. I don't live far from here. I live in Big Canoe, so I had a beautiful drive over here and remind you of just the wonderful things that we have in nature here. President Jacobs, members of the faculty, parents and friends of today's graduates, and the most important folks here today, the graduates, it's an honor to be with you on this, one of the most important days in your lives. It's always a pleasure to visit the beautiful Dahlonega area and the campus here. Several times a year, my wife drives from our home at Big Canoe to enjoy the food and taste the wines at the many wineries that are located here. But being a former university president, I often detour to come to this campus to see the vitality of a university at work. The University of North Georgia dates its founding back to 1873. For almost 150 years, it has served this region of the state as an important educational resource and as an engine that helps drive the economy. Through its special role as a public senior military college, it has contributed generations of graduates who've helped keep our country safe in a world that poses many threats. The university has a long and respected history, but I would like to add a small personal footnote. It's little known that for most of the summer of 1961, a group of my fellow Georgia Tech students and I lived on your campus, where we fulfill the field work component of our surveying requirement. The course required us to lay out and survey an imaginary highway through the Blue Ridge Mountains. Now, the mountains are beautiful to see, as we all can look and see today. But when you're carrying heavy surveying equipment and tramping up and down the hills, it's a different perspective. It was an odd mix or so when the 30 of us would come back to campus in our jeans and our sweaty t-shirts, and we were greeted by the cadets dressed neatly in their uniforms. But we got along well, and we were treated hospitably here. But I have to say, the one thing we did not appreciate while we were here was being woken from deep slumber early in the morning by the booming of a cannon firing and a bugle blowing. Okay, that was a long time ago, and a lot has changed since then. The University of North Georgia has grown into a dynamic regional complex consisting of 5 campuses, while also delivering courses and degrees online. My university, Georgia Tech, now has 3 campuses abroad in France, Ireland, and China. The largest engineering major at Georgia Tech now is biomedical engineering, and it was founded when I was president at Georgia Tech not too long ago. But today, the largest degree program at Georgia Tech overall is one that has only existed for 8 years. It's the Online Masters of Science in Computer Science. It now enrolls over 8,000 students from all over the world, and it costs less than half it would cost them to come to Georgia Tech and get that degree. Georgia Tech is estimated now to graduate 15% 15% of the master's degrees in computer science in the world. Now, I mentioned these developments about University of North Georgia and Georgia Tech to today's graduates because you need to understand how fast even the staid world of universities is changing. What this means for you is you will need to know how to succeed. You have to change and deal with change almost in real time, requiring you to plan to continue your education after you leave this great university. And of course, the challenges facing our country and our world are not standing still, waiting for us to prepare to solve them. Technological advances have created new national security threats, cyber and otherwise. Climate change is intensifying the effects of droughts and rain events. And then there is the pandemic, which continues to threaten all of us and our way of life. Now, this brings me to the subject, not only the importance of knowledge, but leadership. Your generation will have to provide the leadership at a difficult juncture in our world's history. So how do you become a leader? Here at the University of North Georgia, there are a number of excellent programs that teach leadership, including the outstanding Institute for Leadership and Strategic Studies. There are also useful books on leadership and different types and styles of leadership. But I've always felt one of the best ways to understand leadership and how it works is by having role models. Now, I was lucky when I grew up in rural South Georgia. I have two role models, my mother and my father, both born on farms in rural South Georgia, both having their lives and hopes for education after high school ruined and disrupted by the Great Depression. But despite it all, they poured their lives into helping other people and raising 3 kids. My father disliked politics, but he was prevailed upon by his friends in Douglas, Georgia, to run for mayor. And he said, I'll only run if my one single platform is to raise the bonds to build a hospital in Douglas, Georgia. And they agreed with him. He did what he promised because he loved his community and wanted to help those who lived there. His name is on a plaque now inside of what is now called the Coffee County Regional Medical Center. And I go there from time to time, and I enjoy dropping by to see it because it's an example of what leadership can do for a community long term. This year, I lost a man I call a friend, and our country calls a great leader. That man was Congressman John Lewis. He is best known for his legendary role in the civil rights movement, and he almost died because of the beating he took in 1965 on the march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. When I arrived at Georgia Tech as president, I was pleased to learn our campus was in his congressional district. I prevailed upon him numerous times to speak to our students and student leaders. His example was inspirational, and he loved interacting with young people. When I became secretary of the Smithsonian in 2008, one of my biggest responsibilities was to help get the National Museum of African American History and Culture funded, designed, and built. But more than a decade before I arrived, John Lewis was one of the sponsors of the legislation authorizing the museum. And he was there in 2003 when President George W. Bush signed it. He was determined to make it happen, no matter how long it took. Congressman Lewis was always ready to help me when I arrived as secretary. From time to time, we would find ourselves flying home from Washington to Atlanta on those same Delta flights. Whenever he saw me at the airport, he would rush over and shake my hand. That was the kind of man he was. Oops, I missed the page here. Hang on just a second. Yeah, stuck. Okay, on February 22nd, 2012, we held a groundbreaking ceremony for the new museum. The speakers at the ceremony for the museum included President Obama and Mrs. Obama, Laura Bush speaking on behalf of her husband, and of course, John Lewis. Lewis said, "What we witness today will go down in history. It is the substance of things hoped for and the validation of our dreams." I was humbled to be part of that day. The museum opened in 2016, and it's on everyone's to-do list when they go to Washington to see it. It is a fabulous museum, a great experience. John Lewis led by example. He believed in nonviolence, that love conquers hate, and in never giving up. His advice to young people about leadership was, every generation leaves a legacy. What that legacy is going to be is determined by the people of that generation, your generation. What legacy do you want to leave behind? You need to ask yourself that. I can't think of a better way to say it. You can find your own role models and learn from them. They may be a great teacher you had, a historical figure, a public servant, a successful business person, or like me, your own parents or John Lewis. And that person could also be right under your nose. Sitting on this stage today is a great woman leader and role model for the state of Georgia, your own president, Bonita Jacobs. Let me close by wishing each of today's graduates all the best and saying congratulations on a job well done. And thanks again for having me today on your commencement day.
Thank you, Dr. Clough, for your words and for reminding us of the importance of role models as we seek our own leadership journeys. Among today's graduates are students who have surpassed the academic standards as set forth by our faculty, and it is my pleasure to recognize these honor graduates for their commitment and dedication. The names of these students are listed in your program, and they will be recognized individually as they receive their diplomas. So will you please hold your applause until all of the groups stand. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating summa cum laude please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average between 3.90 and 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating magna cum laude please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average between a 3.70 and a 3.89 on a 4.0 scale. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating cum laude please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average between 3.50 and a 3.69 on a 4.0 scale. Will all associate degree students who are graduating with distinction please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average of 3.5 on a 4.0 scale. Congratulations, graduates, on this outstanding achievement. Thank you. You may be seated. The UNG Honors Program cultivates a community of engaged scholars who have demonstrated excellence in academics, service, and leadership. Completion of the Honors Program includes involvement in activities outside the classroom and service to the institution and the local community. Will all graduates who are members of the Honors Program please stand and remain standing? Academic honors societies recognize students who have excelled both academically and as leaders among their peers. Will all graduates who are members of university and departmental academic honors societies please stand? Come on up. Come on. Please join me in recognizing these students. You may be seated. We now come to the moment you've been waiting for. We will confer the degrees. Will the candidates for the associate degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the associate degrees as listed in the printed program. Each of these candidates has successfully completed the requirement for the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferring of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to each of you the associate degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the bachelor's degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to each of you the bachelor's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Please move those tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the master's degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to each of you the master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all doctoral degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the doctorate degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to each of you the doctorate degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Congratulations.
We will now call forward the graduates to be recognized individually. I invite Dr. Brian Corrigan to take his place to announce the graduates. Marshals, please lead the graduates forward.
We now present the Associate of Arts degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Edgar Bravo. Ethan Daniel Engel with distinction. Cooper Lee Opp. Savannah Rayanne Pauley. Stephanie Posada. Alejandra Rivas. Ana Karen Romero Gomez. Garnet Ray Tate. Alexander Gray Weathers. Joyce O'Coff. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business, Luis Castaneda. Fermin Garcia. Tara Stedham. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the College of Health Sciences and Professions, Alice Danielle Williams, with distinction. We now present the Associate of Arts degree graduates from the College of Arts and Letters, Kyla Christine Austin. Sam Bradford with distinction. Brooke Madison Randall with distinction. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the College of Arts and Letters, Emily Avithia. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the College of Education, Eduardo Batista. Ashley Angela Espinosa. Kaylin Giselle Reyes. Kaylee Faith Truelove with distinction. Mackenzie Lauren Williams. We now present the Associate of Arts degree graduates from the University College, Kaylee Janeth Marin. Gracie Ann Petrovich. Alex Benjamin Ward. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the University College, Kaylee Alexis Dover. Shanna Bronwyn Hill. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the Lewis F. Rogers Institute for Environmental and Spatial Analysis, Cade Kellum Chase. We now present the Bachelor of Business Administration degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Joshua Christian Aldridge. Cameron Andrew Archer. Corinne Elizabeth Ayers. Erin Corley Baker. Macy Kellen Banks. Molly Brianne Binford. Thomas Christopher Best, summa cum laude. Zach David Bullock. Second Lieutenant Austin James Caldwell. Zachary Hunter Camp. Natalie Laura Carrillo. Lydia F. Cartmill. Esau Casas. David Otto Collins. Noah Walt Allen Couch. Caleb Crane, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant Davis Craig Dockery. Brady James Eels. Carissa Riley Evans. Allison Fugera. Gianna L. Fuller. Daniel Evan Gillespie. Sarah Gonzalez. Christopher Keaton Green, cum laude. Kayla Irene Green Young. Maria Remedios Guzman. Jacob Daniel Guerrero. Catherine Elaine Hampy. Pamela Lynn Haynes, summa cum laude. Joseph Matthew Head, magna cum laude. Andrew Grant Hendricks. Alina Herman. Joshua Clark Hill. Erica Ann Hooper. Adrian Nicole Hopkins. Savannah Nicole Hughes, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Elizabeth Hussey. Alicia Ibarra, cum laude. Ansley Lanier Israel. Benjamin Francis Fernand Irio. Clayton Corey Johnson. Anna Marie Jolly. Lauren Alexia Jones. John Kermit Keener, Jr. Madison Brooke Kelly. Matthew Christian Kenny. Matthew Curtis Klug. Nicholas James Christine. Bethany Brooke Krupa. Casey Lee Larson, cum laude. Zachary James Larson, cum laude. Joe Thomas Lee, cum laude. James Lester Lint III. Joseph Tyler Makuga. Robert Calloway Marshall. Carter James McCaleb. Caesar G. Najera, cum laude. Stephanie Ann O'Kelly. Scotty Allen Palmer II. Victoria Pashkovets. Hugh Thi Fun. Chance Christian Pingvongza. Gibson Mills Phillips. Hunter Reese Pittman, cum laude. Emmanuel Ramirez. Michelle Randall. Aaron Kumal Reed. Kendall Danielle Rhodes. Christopher Matthew Rivers, magna cum laude. Tanner Martin Wynn. Robert Michael Riles, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Zachary Brian Seeley. Jacob Carter Smith. Matthew Cameron Smith, cum laude. Laura Catherine Spitzer. Karch Russell Swallick. Mallory Lynn Tilton. Paula Ruby Ura. Miguel A. Villa II, magna cum laude. Sarah Adeline Warner. Frank Nahum Wilder V, magna cum laude. Lauren Victoria Williamson. Blake Liam Wilson. Ross Lee Lee Wynn. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Second Lieutenant Matthew Ryan Brovant. Jack Richard Crowder. Lucas Barry Gottesman. Michael Joseph Hoffman. Nicholas Austin Jimenez. Kyle Jacob Johnson, magna cum laude. Brendan Adam Lopez Fulbright. William Cody Morris. Second Lieutenant Frank Jack Wynn. Ethan Robert Tinsley, magna cum laude. Clay Lamar Tipton. Cody Lee Tipton. Second Lieutenant Jonathan David Lee Wooldridge. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the College of Health Sciences and Professions. Maria Dulcinea Blanco, cum laude. We now present the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree graduates from the College of Health Sciences and Professions. Lady Catherine Bartlett, summa cum laude. Virginia Narito Felix, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Ferguson, cum laude. Hannah Deanne Garrison, cum laude. Jody Lynn Hopkins. Coretha A. Milton, summa cum laude. Charlotte Penelope Smucker. We now present the Bachelor of Arts degree graduates from the College of Arts and Letters. Elizabeth Ariano Rodriguez. Second Lieutenant John Christopher Arnold. Bradley James Booth. Benjamin Walker Boswell III. Renee Elizabeth Brown. Hannah Elizabeth Bruce, summa cum laude. Andrea de Jesus Cisneros. Tucker Westcott Cone, cum laude. Lauren Nicole Connell. Haley Ann Kofer. Caitlin Brianna Dixon. Maria Fernanda Franco Lopez, cum laude. Wayne Wilburn Garman. Georgiana Bright Greco, cum laude. Jillian Elizabeth Green, summa cum laude. Trevor Scott Johnson. Chase Allen LeCroy. Larissa Magana Torres, summa cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Norton. Mary Dunham O'Donnell. Lindsay Marie P.V. cum laude. Jesse James Pischke. Lena Grace Porter. Jordan Lane Puckett, cum laude. Alexis Faith Reeves. Christine Linda Roth, magna cum laude. Colin Robert Sturcio. Curran Elizabeth Thompson. Erica Dawn Tolbert. Second Lieutenant Jesse Philip Vaughn. Thomas Wayne Vella, magna cum laude. Andrew James Watt. Sam David Woodford, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Liam Jeffrey Wiley. Elia Shizue Yamamoto, magna cum laude. Ian Alistair York. Abigail Rebecca Zook, cum laude. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the College of Arts and Letters. Emmanuel Lopez. Maria Guadalupe Arroyo Osorio. Giuliano Askew. Emily Christine Nicole Ashburn. Christian Lane Ashmore. Mandolin Deanne Barefoot, cum laude. Jasmine Ladelia Barnes. Jennifer L. Barrett. Mackenzie Ann Bottoms. Callie Caitlin Brock. Ryan Lawrence Burton. Christavia Monier Butler. Joanna Nayeli Cardenas Rosilio. Lindsay Danielle Coles, cum laude. Nina Ann Marie Cooper. Christina Marie de Leon. Caitlin Nicole Dobeck, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Reed, Elder, cum laude. John Andrew Furbush, summa cum laude. Myra Garcia. Emily Taylor Gayton, cum laude. Courtney Godfrey. Darian Brooke Grindle. Nicholas Andrew Hannus. Justin Kyle Harper. Alexandra Savannah Harris. Anna Harris. Second Lieutenant William Logan Henderson. Aramis Angelin Hernandez. Ramon Hernandez. Chloe Danielle Hoover. Aisha Wildine Jean, magna cum laude. Amber Cornell Jones. Second Lieutenant Nathan Wesley Jones. Sydney Marie Kale, cum laude. Sarah Marie Kucha. Frank Thomas Ladew. Shanna Hope Llewellyn, cum laude. Elena Monique Auguste Lasons, magna cum laude. Cara Emily Long. Meredith Audrey Malone, magna cum laude. Misty Dawn Mangrum. Second Lieutenant Inga Gabriela McGee. Megan Marie Minor, cum laude. Stefania Isabel Ortez. Second Lieutenant James Edward Perez. Brandon Joseph Phillips. Lainey Maxine Pogue, magna cum laude. Mariela Pulido. Luis Enrique Saldana. Bailey Grace Salter. Camille Joette Smith. Natalie Elizabeth Smith. Hannah Robin Somerville. Gina Harmon Taylor. Brooke Alexandra Tyson. Heidi Michelle Vandiver. Carrie Wilkerson. Catherine Torres, magna cum laude, honors program graduate, Fulbright Award. Anna Isabel Worley. We now present the Bachelor of Science in Film and Digital Media degree graduates from the College of Arts and Letters. Stephanie Ann Van Zyl, magna cum laude. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the College of Education. Caden Blythe Arabia. Kelsey Lynn Cook. Amelia Brooke Dodson. Cara Lane Groover, magna cum laude. Amber Leah Harvey, cum laude. Leah Pryor Hill. Dielza Hoti. Roslyn Kaur. Jimmy James Lee. William Ray Love, Jr., cum laude. Cole Scott Mayo, cum laude. Cassandra Helene McCullough. Macy Leanne McMillan, cum laude. Jenna Lee Range. Brenda Rico Paredes, summa cum laude. Allison Alice Stickle, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Eva Labeth Sykes. Garrett McLean Taylor, cum laude. Courtney Brooke Weathers, summa cum laude. Macy Elizabeth Weathers. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the University College. Anakin Drake Anderson. Megan Elizabeth Bristol. Daisy Denise Cruz, magna cum laude. Adriana Chantel Gutzman. Megan Brittany Preacher. Elizabeth Marie Woodson. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the College of Science and Mathematics. Nicole Marie Crane. Matthew Arlen Hamilton. Courtney Ruth Hessen. Casey Danielle Ingram, magna cum laude. Brittany Valerie Javins. Allison Taylor McAllister. Jacqueline Danielle Nash, summa cum laude. Tiana Parnell. Courtney Grace Pillart. Maggie D. Robinson, summa cum laude. Cynthia Brooke Rogers. Esmeralda Salazar, magna cum laude. Suzanne Molly Steele, magna cum laude. Gavin Jonathan Thomas. Julia Madeline Thompson. Vincent Vathana Van. Wyatt Cameron Walden, cum laude. We now present the Master of Arts degree graduates from the College of Arts and Letters. Jeremy Donald Connor. Kelsey Burks Mays. We now present the Master of Arts in Teaching degree graduate from the College of Arts and Letters, Kelsey Hand. We now present the Master of Accountancy degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business, Tatiana Balu. Noah Martin Evans. Cole Johnson. We now present the Master of Science degree graduates from the College of Education, Shane Stanley Robinson. We now present the Doctor of Education degree graduates from the College of Education. Dr. Keith Luoma. Dr. Ariel Turner. We now present the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree graduates from the College of Health Sciences and Professions. Dr. Daesun Kim.
I commend the most recent graduates of the University of North Georgia. Your hard work and dedication have been rightfully rewarded. I offer my personal congratulations to you for earning the title of graduate from this fine institution. And I ask that everyone please join me in standing and recognizing this graduating class. Graduates, judging from the applause, it is clear that each of you should feel very proud of your accomplishments. So at this time, I'd like you to join me in thanking your family, your faculty, your friends, and others who have given you support in the pursuit of your degree. You are now lifetime members of the UNG community. We are confident that you will make your university proud wherever your journey may lead, and we look forward to hearing of your achievements. I now call on Ms. Wendy Hughley, Director of Alumni Relations, for her congratulatory remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Jill. Graduates, congratulations. You are now alumni of the University of North Georgia. I ask that you wear that badge of honor proudly as a fellow alumni. It is truly my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire UNG alumni family. If you've talked to anyone who's ever graduated from university, they would share that since graduation, they've really realized that the true learning has just begun. It's the day in and day out grind of life that's really going to determine who you are and who you become from here. Further, I believe that they would share that the hard work and the effort that they put into their classes absolutely was critical to their success. But perhaps, more importantly, the lesson that they learned was that it was the relationships that they formed through their journey as they went through school that also impacted their success. And in some cases, as much as their own individual effort did. I want you to do 3 things for me. First, I want you to stop for just a minute and look around. Think about the people that you've met that are also graduating today. That special friend, study group that you met through the process. I want you to think about these faculty members on the front row, and staff on the stage, faculty and staff on the stage, who've made a tremendous impact on your interest in your subject and your ability to get through school. You are the reason they do what they do every day. Think about how these individuals have impacted your life, whether directly or indirectly. You know who they are. And before you leave, think about finding that one person and saying thank you or I love you. So in addition to celebrating your degree, I'd like for you to celebrate the relationships that have accompanied your journey through this. Don't forget those relationships. No matter the distance, they will stay with you forever, and on certain tough days may be the one phone call you need, the one text you need to continue through to the next day. Second, I'd like to ask you to stay involved as alumni. Stay in touch with the University of North Georgia Alumni Association through social media, the website, etc. Consider becoming an active part of the Young Alumni Board or the Alumni Association Board. Participation in these groups offer a great way to stay connected with the classmates, meet other alumni for networking, coaching, mentoring, and are just a good little quick way of giving your time back to now your university. Finally, I want you to be proud of your alma mater, of our alma mater, the University of North Georgia. As with all alumni, you will see changes over the years. Buildings will change, programs will change, faculty will come and go, some will retire. Some traditions will be lost and others will be born. And on one day, you're going to come back and look around to your campus and say, man, has it changed since I went to school here? Some things have changed and may change again, but the essence of the University of North Georgia, even the North Georgia that I graduated from 32 years ago, has not changed. It hasn't changed for the alumni that attended 50 years ago, nor has it changed for those who graduated 5 years ago. There's something special about the North Georgia family. And as a family and as now a new alumni and graduate, you are a part of it. Once again, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Wendy. One of the many things that makes the University of North Georgia such a special place is our designation as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the United States. I would now like to call forward Colonel Brian Kirk, Professor of Military Science, to conduct the commissioning ceremony for our graduates who are commissioning as second lieutenants. These graduates were also recognized earlier in individual commissioning ceremonies with their family and friends.
Will the commissionees please stand and remove your cap and gown? Ladies and gentlemen, the University of North Georgia has produced some of the finest officers for the United States Army for more than 148 years. The new officers here before you tonight represent approximately 100 lieutenants expected to commission from this university this year. Their journey to this point is the culmination of over 4 years of hard work and dedication to academic studies, the Corps, leadership, training, and mentoring fellow cadets. The oath that these officers are about to take signifies their commitment to defend our freedoms, our ideals, our values, and the interests of our nation. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the Army's newest second lieutenants.
Thank you, Colonel Kirk. As we conclude today's ceremony, I want to especially thank all of the staff involved with the planning and execution of the ceremony and for making it such a special occasion. At this point, Ms. Tegan Smith will come forward to lead us in the University of North Georgia alma mater, which is printed near the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please remain in place for the recessional as the faculty and the graduates exit the arena. At the conclusion of the recessional, please exit through the lobby doors and meet your graduates on the plaza. Thank you, and would you please stand?